Husky Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Out wide right, it's Richard. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. I mean, anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Snapped it, he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Williams to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Williams from the gun on third down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hits the hole. It's Richard. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. At the 40, there he goes. Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
At the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Indiana.
The Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And X down there right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Still looking to his right. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Motion from the back. Williams fires quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the...
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Right down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeps it on the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. From the gun. Right side, it's Marsh. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry up.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lets it fly. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll run it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Williams. Got it in the middle. It's Danzy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Throwing, Williams. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Hoosiers are in the red zone. Turns up, it's Marsh. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Richard. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and trying to get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. The Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's changing the play. It's Williams again. Out wide right, it's Moss. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there in this offense.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Hand it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense
makes a grab and room to run. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Quarterback will keep it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia, taking on the number 12 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Cavaliers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. Right side, it's Moss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Williams to the air again. Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. Out wide right, it's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't set his feet.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Here we go. Ready. 5-3-3. Level. 6-6-9-2. Level check. Go.
Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Throwing, Williams. Finds his big tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. That's caught. It's Preston.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out wide left, it's Preston. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Catch in the middle. It's Richard. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And he's tackled at the 41. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Left side is Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Drives inside. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Right side, it's Bond. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Williams to throw. Spits it out to the back. Snags it.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Slide, slide. Return. Slide.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Ready. Red 54.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on first down.
28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Down. Ready. Flag 14. Jet. Go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. He spins that thing down the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Washington sends out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Give to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Williams. Firing to the right, complete. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Throwing, Williams. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Trying to get started. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Making the adjustment on the play. Third down from the gun, Williams. Dumps it to the back. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams. They're all over him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 20, he's got space. Makes the tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll run him again. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.